Welcome to the Produce Moms Podcast, where we believe there is a produce mom in all of us. I'm Lori Taylor, founder and CEO of the Produce Moms. For 10 years, I sold fresh produce to over 300 grocery stores in the U.S. And today, my team and I are fully focused on inspiring people to eat more fruits and vegetables. This show is just one of the ways that we hope to inspire you and your family to eat more produce and live a better life. If you like what you're hearing on the podcast, join our community of almost 40,000 in all 50 states and over 30 countries by visiting theproducemoms.com/subscribe. And be sure to subscribe and leave us a review on iTunes. Thanks for being here. Enjoy today's show. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the Produce Moms Podcast. My name is Lori Taylor, and as always, it's wonderful to be the host of this show. Mostly because we get to welcome the most amazing people as our guests, and today is no exception. We are welcoming Jeri Elsasser and Angela Hernandez. These women, this is the marketing duo, the dynamic duo, the marketing team at Trinity Fruit. What these women have done to just revitalize and magnetize and multiply like every positive adjective possible for the way that fresh produce could be marketed. These two have done it at Trinity. We're proud to work with this company as a brand partner. And we're going to talk about Trinity Fruit. We're going to talk about the super popular Dekopon Mandarin, Big Honeys, and we are going to talk about their new direct-to-consumer initiatives, the Fruitful Market, which will actually deliver their fruit right to your doorstep. And you're going to get to know two amazing rising stars that bring so much vibrancy into the fresh produce marketing community. So with that, welcome to today's show.
Hello. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Yes. So since it's audio, introduce yourself. We'll go one by one. Jeri, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit more about your background, where you're coming, where you guys are headquartered, and say hello to all of our listeners.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jeri Elsasser. I am the creative director for Trinity Fruit Company, and we are headquartered in Fresno, California. And I've been with Trinity going on 8 years now in the marketing department. And I miss seeing everybody in person, but I love, the virtual aspect and reaching out to people, digitally and everything like that as our world has come to these days. But I'm really excited to be on here today. So thank you for having us.
Oh, yes. Welcome. And Angela, please introduce yourself.
My name is Angela Hernandez. I'm the director of marketing here at Trinity. I've been with the company for going on 3 years, and I've been in the produce industry for about 15 plus years, and I love it. I love working with this company, and I like to always introduce Jeri and I. We're the marketing team, but we always refer to each other as yin and yang because we work so great together. We're so opposite, yet we complement each other very well. So it's been very fun to work together for a wonderful company, and we're really excited to work within the industry and get our fruits out there and on the plates of our consumers. So thank you for having us.
Oh, we're so glad you're here. Jeri, thank you again for that great introduction. And let's kick off today's show with you helping our listeners understand more about the story of Trinity Fruit.
Of course, yeah. So Trinity Fruit Company was founded by our president, David White, in 1999. And he started as a humble Kiwi broker. And, later that year in 1999, he met Lance Chevlet, and the two of them partnered together, and that kind of created the launch point for really what the company is and the vision, and kind of expanded from there. So David brings the business side and Lance brings the farming side, and that marriage made the beautiful company that is Trinity Fruit Company. So from our humble beginnings of, brokering kiwi, now we do fruit for every season. Some of our larger commodities are stone fruit, pomegranates, citrus items, mandarins especially, and we do everything conventional and organic. And now we farm over 18,000 acres.
Wow.
So we've grown a long way in a short amount of time, and, the future is bright for Trinity Fruit Company.
I'd say so. And for the listeners who aren't familiar with your brand, where are you guys located? Where do you farm?
So we farm in California. Most of our crops are in Reedley, California, in the Central Valley, but we, for pomegranates, we're also in Madera and, mostly just here in the Central Valley.
That's great. And Jeri, we can't talk about the exciting commodities and what you grow without talking about one of this year's hottest new items to the produce department, the Big Honeys. So we love them so much at the Produce Moms. We named them one of the top items that we want our community and all produce shoppers to try in 2021. Every year we have that fun blog series where, so obviously this year being 2021, it was 21 produce items you must try in 2021. And Big Honey's right at the top of the list. So let's make sure that our listeners today understand what this fruit is and what the Dekopon mandarin is all about.
Absolutely. Yeah. Big Honeys is our new brand for our new variety called the Dekopon mandarin. And that's actually, it has a Japanese origin. So it's a hybrid mandarin. So it's huge like an orange, but it is considered a mandarin. And it's large in size. It's super sweet. It is just, honestly, in my opinion, the best tasting piece of citrus you can have all year long. So Big Honeys, we're really excited to launch that this year. I think it's very exciting and it's something unique that everybody should try, and the flavors they deliver. It's honestly outstanding flavor.
Yeah. And with mandarins, I mean, so many people are used to mandarins being like maybe just a little bit bigger than like a ping pong ball. You know what I mean? These Big Honeys, I mean, you're talking bigger than a baseball, almost the size of a softball, right?
They're large. They're huge in size. Yep. That's why we call them Big Honeys.
That's right. And they still have all the characteristics that we love. Easy to peel, no seeds, super sweet. How long are they available?
We run through March into April.
Okay. So get them while you can, right?
That's right.
I love it. I love it. So Angela, we got to get you in on this Big Honey's love. Why would you say that this is a must try piece of fruit? I mean, you've been around, you've probably had access, like so many of us that work in this industry, and you living in one of the most, like the bounty that exists within the California Central Valley is remarkable. So you've tried almost everything that there is to offer in fresh produce. Why are Big Honeys a must try?
They're a must try because, like Jeri just mentioned, against comparing to other mandarins, it's very sweet in flavor. It's large in size. Like you just mentioned, it's very easy to peel. What I like about the Dekopon mandarin is it gives you one medium size piece of fruit, gives you the daily recommended vitamin C that you need. So if you have one piece of fruit a day of that, type of variety, you're consuming the intake that you need of vitamin C for that day. So I was just sharing with Jeri, like I became so addicted. So when I go to the supermarket, I always look out for Dekopons, and I get out of the gym and sometimes, I eat, for me personally, I eat a very light dinner a very light dinner. So I get at home from the gym, I peel me a Dekopon, and it is like filling. It's perfect size, like I said, medium size. Usually they're weighing about 1 pound is what we're kind of getting
each
per piece of fruit. Yes.
Wow.
Each.
Wow.
Yeah. So you will see in the supermarkets a smaller size piece of fruit. But right now we've kind of researched that a medium size Big Honey is like perfect for your vitamin C intake. So if you even get like a smaller and have a couple of them, because they're super sweet, they're delicious. It's like you want to keep eating them. So even if you get a couple small pieces, it's great. You're getting your vitamin C intake that you need. So that's what makes me love this variety in particularly.
Yeah. And other than just peeling it and eating it, I mean, yes, what a refreshing thing to eat after a tough workout. But other than just peeling and eating the Big Honey, what are some other ways that you love to enjoy Big Honeys?
I like to put them on my, chop them up, put them on my salad. We have a couple of friends that do making smoothies with them. So putting them in your smoothie as the sugar, part of the smoothie. A lot of people use other sources of fruit. I've tried them in smoothie, on a salad, or even making a salad dressing out of it. So that's the way I've found to use it lately. Of course, I'm sure there are many ways to use the Big Honeys, but those are just a few that I've tried.
Yeah, I love that. And I've got to give a shout out to what we just did a video with Big Honeys on the Produce Moms overnight oats, and oh my gosh, were they delicious.
Yes. So I didn't want to steal that from you, but yes, that video, that recipe. Yes, we haven't tried it yet, but when we were watching it, we're like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. So
right.
Just did but they did an amazing recipe. So yes, get online and watch the video and try it. And we're going to do the same thing.
Oh, great. I love that. I love it. All right. So Angela, you were instrumental in launching the Fruitful Market. So I'd love for you to tell our listeners about, how that initiative started and, how they can take advantage of it, what inspired you to get it going. Just tell us more about the Fruitful Market.
Sounds good. So the Fruitful Market it's so fun. It all started during the pandemic, and when we were in shelter in place. At the beginning, we're all working from home. And if the president of our company, David White, he never stops working. So if you're working at the office or at home, you're working. And I have to say, Jeri and I, we don't like to just sit down and do nothing. And so during the pandemic, I was still kind of visiting a couple of friends that live in Southern California. One of my best friends lives there, and I would go down and visit, a couple of friends there. And we were talking and we were walking, and at that time, everything's shutting. People aren't going to the store in LA and in all these other bigger cities. They go to the farmers markets to shop. And so we were noticing that there was this huge long line into the farmers market. And my friend mentioned, you guys should really think about doing something that gives people like us LAians, or whatever you want to call them, a way to get fruit. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. And, I kind of just talked about it, and I came back, and on my drive back from LA, it just kept playing in my head over and over. And I come back and I share with Jeri, and she's like, yeah. And so, of course we have so many ideas, but the backbone behind it all is David. So I shared it with David, and David is great. He's very supportive, and we're very thankful for that. And we shared the idea, and he was like, yeah, sure. You girls put it together. So Jeri and I at home, actually, that we were working from home, and we did research. We had different, other boxes mailed to us, other, at home delivery things, just whatever was out there. And we, in our own homes, through FaceTime, through phone calls, just started talking. And so I like to share this, that it was actually born and birthed in the pandemic. And it came at the perfect launch time, which was in November. We were able to launch it right before holidays and offer fresh fruits to your doorstep. So Jeri just started, we used everything we had. Like a lot of other companies, we do a lot of pictures throughout the year. So we have fresh pictures, and everything, looks very new. So we had all of these pictures in our library. And so Jeri just started working and doing the technical side of it and putting the website together and using basically everything we had. So we didn't even have to, at that time, build our library. We just used what we have, because obviously, we're farmers. That's what we do. So she just started putting things together, and I started, putting my vision on paper, and it just came. And the next thing you know, we're shipping out orders. We did test runs as gifts to David and Lisa White's close friends and family, and saw how much they liked it. And we, started offering it to the public, and, we've had we've had orders every week. We have not skipped a week, and we have not skipped orders. And we've been learning. This is a new thing, learning as we grow. And we're excited for what we believe the fruitful market is going to become. I think the box is just the beginning of something greater, and it's offering fresh fruit to anybody's doorstep. It comes as a subscription. And like Jeri said, we are a company that offers fruit all season long, all different types of fruit. So we're able to give consumers different types of fruits and have them experiment, like new varieties like the Dekopon. So it just gives them a way to say, hey, this is what the Valley has to offer. And, one of our taglines on the box is sharing the fruits of our labor. And that's exactly what we're doing, from the time that it's grown to the time that it's picked and packaged into the door. So
I love it. And if you visit thefruitfulmarket.com, not only will you see how whimsical and inviting this brand is, but you will also see Jeri herself getting a box of the Fruitful Market delivery off her doorstep. And you girls have been involved end to end with launching this thing. And I'm so incredibly proud of you both. And I've really enjoyed, the deliveries I've received. During the pandemic, we showcased, we received a lot of inquiry from our consumer followers, like, where can we get fresh produce delivered direct to our door? In many ways, it's very easy to get things like pantry staples or even meats and dairy. Like, there's a lot of established entities, but we had a lot of people saying, like, I would love to be able to buy fresh fruit direct from the farmer to my doorstep. And it's like this new age approach to a CSA, and I just applaud you. I do think that this is a huge part of our future, is direct to consumer sales and direct to consumer connections. And you're right there at the helm of it. And what exciting times are ahead for the Fruitful Market. I am really proud of what you have put together. And I didn't realize how quickly you did it either. So congratulations.
Thank you. We're so proud of it. It's something that we continue. Jeri and I, we usually go on date. Now we are back in the office now, and we go on walks together and we share. It's like our time of breathing in our work, but yet breathing it out all at the same time. But we talk about things and plans, and, maybe in the future, partnering with other products that are fruit-based that can give consumers, another outlet to try and how to consume fresh fruit. Because some people don't like it, or some people have never tried it, or some people just need a new way to experience the fruit. So no, thank you so much. We're really excited about this, and excited because, like you said, it happened in such a short period of time, yet the outcome has been really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Well, Jeri, I've got two questions for you, girl. We'll start with the diving a little bit deeper into the Fruitful Market. Tell us a little bit more about the different kind of boxes that are available to folks. I mean, Angela mentioned subscription, and obviously you have this amazing Big Honey's fruit. Like, what else? What can people expect?
Well, like Angela had touched on too, with Trinity Fruit, since we offer fruit for every season, we can offer fruit for every season with the Fruitful Market as well. So right now we're shipping citrus items. So in a box, you can get our Season's Harvest box, which is the best compilation of handpicked fruits for your package. And it's just kind of an assortment. So you could try something new. Right now we're packing blood oranges, cara oranges, navels, all sorts of mandarins. Next month, we'll be rolling out our gold nugget mandarin. So you'll be able to find those in the boxes too. Mineola tangelos, honestly, lemons, a little bit of everything right now. So there's different box options on our website. You can do a Season's Harvest box as a one-time shipment. So that could just be an assortment of, items available. Like I mentioned, citrus. You can also do a Season's Harvest box subscription, which is a monthly delivery to your doorstep of the best items that we have available in your box. So if you're going to do a Season's Harvest subscription and you get one in May, you're going to get stone fruit and, throughout the summer months. So it's honestly, that's a really good option as well. But if you're a little more particular about what you want to have in your box, you can pick to have just one strict commodity or one variety in your box. So I want a box of blood oranges delivered to my doorstep. That's absolutely an option as well.
I love that. All right. My second question for you, we've mentioned it many times in this episode, and we haven't really defined what it is, but we keep saying Dekopon Mandarin. All of us know what that means, but chances are our listeners don't. And so explain what the Dekopon is, and then explain what Big Honeys are.
So Dekopon mandarins are a mandarin hybrid, and Dekopons are it's a different variety of mandarin, and it is humongous. It's actually a hybrid of a mandarin and an orange. So that gives it its size, but it's got the characteristics of a mandarin. But it makes it super easy to peel because you could just kind of stick your finger in through that top knot of the peel, and it peels so easily. And the Dekopon mandarins are usually huge in size, and they're so juicy. They're filled with vitamin C. They're delicious. They're super sweet. They're seedless, and they're limited in time and availability in the store. So you got to get them while you can, and they are outstanding. They are the best eating piece of citrus on the market.
That's right. And the ones that you grow and sell are the Big Honeys.
That's right.
Yes. So that is our brand. So
yeah.
like just so the listeners can understand, out on the market, you have different types of varieties within the citrus family or in the mandarin family. And within that family, it is the Dekopon, that is its varietal name, but our brand is Big Honeys. And so we wanted to have our own identity out there. And there's only that we're aware of right now, one other or two other brands. And I think that, there's some confusion with consumer to understand. They start to identify the variety with the brand name. And we want consumers to be educated of the type of variety it is. So it's a Dekopon mandarin, but our brand name overall is Big Honeys, which if you look at the fruit,
it's a perfect name.
Honey bell, and it's big. Yeah. So, and it's sweet, and everything about it is it looks like it's just a big honey. It is what it is. So yeah, that's where I don't. Yeah. So thank you for clarifying.
And the way I always describe it too to folks is like, okay, it's if you ask someone, what's your favorite shoe? You can say sneaker or you can say Nike. Nike is a brand, sneakers a variety. Same type of thing we're talking about here, folks. And there are abundant amount of arguments as to why Nikes are a superior brand. The same way in the world of farming, the three of us could go round and round and talk about why Big Honeys are a remarkable superior brand. So it's definitely a learning curve. I mean, brand recognition in the produce department at large is very low for consumers. It's one thing that we're all dedicated to. And I applaud you for being part of the education to help folks understand this is a variety, the Dekopon variety, and Big Honeys is our brand. That's how you know it was grown by us.
Agree. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So, all right, we're at the end of our show. I feel like it went so fast, but I know. So our guests always get the chance for the final word. But before I turn the mic over to the two of you for final thoughts from each of you and the last goodbye to our listeners today, I just want to say thank you. I mean, I love working with you. It's wonderful when you find collaborative women that are lifting one another up. Your spirit for entrepreneurship, within your company as an employee, it really hits home with me when you tell that story. It's very much how my passion as an employee of Indie Fruit started the Produce Moms. And now here I am today on my own building, an entrepreneurial venture. And so it's just, I loved listening to your story and how the fruitful market began and everything that you're doing at Trinity really is to be applauded. So we love working with you. And I just truly enjoyed today's show. So with that, Jeri and then Angela, please say goodbye.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And that means a lot coming from you, Lori. You and the Produce Moms have really kind of paved the way for industry leaders and women in particular in this industry. So to get that kind of compliment from you really does mean a lot to us. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And, you're kind of the trailblazer, in our opinion, on, everything that you do and your recognition within the industry, and really appreciate that. So we're excited with everything that's going on here at Trinity Fruit Company with our launch with the Fruitful Market. We've got a lot of things going on. Our Big Honey is just launching, our Dekopon Mandarins. We've got a lot of things moving here, and we're excited to get out there and have people try them and, give us a thought and, just keep on doing what we're doing, but just to improve the way here on fresh produce, get people to eat healthy, get people to try something they've never tried. And I really appreciate you having us today.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. We're so happy to do this, and we're so happy to be working with you. I know, we do our monthly calls with you, and when we're done, Jeri and I will, we sit and we have our own little discussion, but it's been a delight to work with you and your team. And like Jeri said, what the Produce Moms offers, and just really educating. And I feel like that's so important, and that's something that's lacking in retail. And I think that it's just a breath of fresh air when you are being educational and teaching about the different fruits and teaching about the different ways to eat them, and recipes. And it's fun. And for us to see you do something like that, it's like, yes, somebody's out there and showing, and it helps us because within, like, Jeri and I are a marketing team of 2. And so it's just an extension. The Produce Moms is an extension just to help get our products out there and to share with the consumer and retail, hey, this is what it is. This is how you use it. And it makes us happy. So we're very, very excited and very happy to be working with the Produce Moms.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Produce Moms Podcast. If you or someone you know would like to be a featured guest, just send an email to lori@theproducemoms.com. We know there is a Produce Mom in you because there's a Produce Mom in all of us. Join our community on Facebook and all social platforms. Help us change the way America eats. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.